Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Cricket Wicket. And what a thriller of a match we had. The match was evenly poised right till the end in a nail-biting finish as Sri Lanka won the match by 4 wickets with 2 balls to spare. And I am not kidding, I really bit off all my nails. See, all gone. India, who anyway brought a replacement team to Sri Lanka, were further severely hamstrung by 9 of their players having to go into isolation. They had Bhuvnesh Kumar, a bowler who bats as high as number 6 because they only had 5 recognized batsmen available to them, including Shikhar Dhawan, Devdutt Padikkal, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Sanju Samson and Nitish Rana. And yet they almost defended 132. And since there were 4 new debuts of India, I guess this was a C team. So Rana Tunga sir, finally your A team beat our C team, which in a way isn't the big thing, right? हमारी full team होती ना तो हम बता देते. But anyways, what Rahul Dravid said was that if you're selected to play for India, whether it's 15 or 20 players, you should be good enough to play in the 11. To put it in simple words, he said, we had 11 players available. All 11 of them are playing. Gone are the selection headaches. Shikhar Dhawan would be saying, अच्छा, कितने बच्चे हैं? तुम खेलो, तुम खेलो, तुम ही खेलो. लेकिन Ryan नहीं खेल सकता है. And it was interesting to see if India were going to be over defensive because of their long tail. And they ended up being over defensive. Sri Lanka won the toss and chose to bowl first, and India were happy batting first. India did not have many changes, just 7. Normally we play with more batsmen and all-rounders and bowlers. Maybe it's time for a change. But anyways, pressure was on the Indian batsmen because there were just 5 of them. India had a really good start, with just 5 batsmen getting 45 runs without losing a wicket in the power play. Rahul Dravid would be smiling. One thing you could see was that Ruturaj Gaikwad was not a 6-hitter. He relies on his timing of hitting the ball and likes to chip the ball over the inner circle. It was a slow, tacky pitch because of all the rain and the ball kept low. That is why you saw so many attempted sweeps and reverse sweep to play the ball late. At the stage India were during the power play, you would expect at least 160 or 70. But what we saw as the overs went by, the pitch became slower and slower, and that made it harder to connect bat with ball. Shikhar Dhawan played an anchor role, and being the experienced player, I think that was a really patient and smart innings from him. Ruturaj Gaikwad had a start but got out trying to up the ante, and few overs later, Shikhar Dhawan got out against the man India were specifically targeting, Akila Dhananjaya. Padikkal played a smart innings, starting slow, being aggressive in the later stage, but got out by an absolute peach of a ball from Hasaranga. You could also see there was a lot of turn, and India had 3 wrist spinners, so they would be happy seeing that. And also of the fact that Sri Lanka had only 1 left-hander. But the Indian batsmen struggled against spin. All of their batsmen couldn't pick the Sri Lankan spinners' ball. And as I said, you could say India were too over defensive. They didn't want to take the highway. They wanted to take the low way. For example, Sanju Samson, someone who's criticized because he's really aggressive. They lost their way in the middle overs, being overcautious, and in fact they made a record of the lowest boundaries, just 7 4s and 1 6 in a completed T20 international innings for India. You look at Padikkal or Sanju Samson and you needed one of them till the end, but that was missing. Sri Lanka used 8 bowlers, which shows you the depth they have in their bowling. But India's bowlers knew that the pitch was slow and sluggishly? Is that a word? For Sri Lanka, Akila Dhananjaya was back with a bang, picking 2 wickets, while Hasaranga bowled really well by posting questions for India's batsmen. And he did this by releasing the ball at a very low point, making sure that the batsmen didn't have any bounce to play with. And on this track, I think India would miss Chahal because of the form he was in. India needed quick wickets to defend the score, and Sri Lanka started cautiously. And when they started to be aggressive, Baba Bala made sure there was a dismissal. A good catch, but if you have to tank someone, Baba Bala. Then an interesting move from Sri Lanka. Dasun Chanaka promoted himself up the order, which shows that he wanted to carry the responsibility of bringing his team over the lines. But I guess the responsibility was too much even for him. But he still managed to pick 2 wickets and bowl economically, so he was impressive for India. India looked like they were in control in the game after picking wickets, but the match was, as I said, very evenly poised right till the end of the game. But it was Sri Lanka who came out victorious. I thought India's spinners bowled excellently, controlling the run flow while also picking wickets. But in the end, Dhananjaya De Silva carried Sri Lanka over the lines, scoring a gritty 34-ball 40. Talking about the last video's question of who was the highest wicket taker for India in T20 international matches played outside India, well, it was me. Just joking, yaar. Jeez, you're so serious. It was Yuzvendra Chahal. He took 26 wickets surpassing Bumrah's 25. So serious. Okay, my question for you today is, there's only one Indian player who was born after 1999 and is currently playing for India. Can you name him? Comment down below if you know the answer. Till then, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. We'll meet tomorrow. Tata and adios.